Hey guys, welcome back, and today I'm doing a grungy glam tutorial. I've been dying to do this just because I've been seeing a lot of music videos with grungy glam and it's giving me a lot of inspiration. So I thought I would try some on camera today, and I guess we'll see how it comes out. If you saw my review on glitters like a week or so ago, it's going to be using one of those glitters, so I guess we're going to see how that comes out on my eyelid. I haven't used this one yet. I have used another glitter, so I guess we're going to see how it all turns out, I guess. Anyways, I guess if you want to see how I'm going to go from this to grungy glam, keep watching. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to start on my eyes because we're working with a lot of dark colors. I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids. I normally would use Paint Pot by MAC, or I always say that wrong. I usually use Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC, but today, since we're going something deeper and darker, I'm gonna use the Maybelline Tough as Taupe. So it's the color tattoos. I don't think it's gonna focus, but anyways, they're like kind of a dupe for the paint pots. I just find them even tougher to work with than the paint pot. I only use these for smoky eyes because I don't need this all over the lid, but today we're gonna do it, and we're just gonna go ahead and pat this all over. And you want to make sure you really warm this product up while it's in the pot. And then make sure you work quickly with these because they do set rather quickly. And you want to kind of use your finger to blend this out. You don't want to keep just a line here. You're going to want to blend it out because it's going to help blend out everything else, as opposed to trying to go back in when it's already set and trying to blend out the shadows on top of something set. My hair is a hot mess right now. I don't even have anything to pin it back, so I'm just going to use a ponytail. There's going to be two palettes I'm using. This Shade and Light by Kat Von D I'm definitely going to use because it does have a very nice black shade right there, as you can see. And I just love how those blend. And then this is the Revealed Smoky palette. I got this in a boxy charm. So the cover is just it's supposed to be like a dupe for the Urban Decay Smoky. So the palette is pretty similar. I'm trying to back up. Double check. This package is similar. It has similar colors. You do get more colors in this. These shadows are okay. They're nothing amazing. I would not pay retail for this. I'm glad I got it in a boxy charm. But I do love this blue down here. They add some purples, some gold. Oh, that's not gold. So some champagne, some gold, some browns. They got a little bit of everything in here. I'm gonna go ahead and go into the Kat Von D shade, and I'm gonna take this middle transition shade on a really big fluffy brush. And a quick tip. If you don't want to spend $18 or $14 on the color switch at Sephora, TJ Maxx sells one. It's called Clean Sweep. It's literally the exact same sponge. It doesn't have the wet center, but it's the same thing for $4. So I was like, come up. Because my eyes are more inset, more hooded, I guess. Not hooded, but they're deeper set than other people's eyes. I do have to take this transition shade up here. So I take it to the mid bone right here. Because if I don't, you won't be able to see any of the smoky effect. So I'm going to take it higher than normal. You can kind of take this color all over the lid too to set that paint pot type of product we put on there. That way it's not as sticky and it'll be easier to blend out the darker colors we're about to put down. That is more gray. It's going to be in this smoky palette. These don't have names, but from the bottom it's going to be this color right here. It's a matte taupey gray color. It does have a little bit of brown in it, but I don't think that's going to pick up once we blend it out. I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild blending brush. I'm going to kind of make that more precise in here. And I'm going to start right here. So I take the brush, since this isn't not a round fluffy brush, I take the brush like this, and I focus in my crease, and I start by building up the color like that. And then I'm gonna, whatever's extra, I'm gonna take the brush and I'm gonna turn it this way and blend that bad boy out. And you see how I've gotten it in the inside right here? You wanna make sure you wipe that away, because if you put black or any gray color in here, your eyes are gonna look sunken in and swallowed almost, or sickly. So we really only want to put everything on this outside, and if we're bringing it inside, we're turning the brush so that way it's slimmer and bringing it right here. We're not touching anything right in this area. I'm going to go black in with this blender brush. It doesn't have anything on it, and just blend it out. started with this one. I'm going to go down to this one. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, but you're not really going to notice when you put everything on it. And it's a darker charcoal color than this one up here. I'm going to actually take my Benelum Tools 776 brush. This is my favorite blending brush. It looks like this. It's like a... I'm going to focus this really on this outer corner right here. So what I'm doing is I'm flicking down towards my lash line, and I'm flicking up into my crease. Back in with that blender brush with nothing on it, and we're just going to blend this all out. I'm actually going to take that color we're just using, this one, and I'm going to dab a little on here. I'm going to actually dab a little of this on here too, because I want more in the center of the lid. I feel like there's too much light tones right here, and I'm just going to blend this right here. So this is like it's a longer pencil brush. It's not super short and dense, it's longer. I'm going to go into that Kat Von D palette. I'm going to pick up that blend, put it on the very outside of my, and I'm going to do that same motion. I'm going to flick it down towards the lash line. I'm going to flick it up into the crease. And then using that Benelum Tools blender brush, it has nothing on it, I'm going to blend this out. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows, and then I'll be right back. There's nothing really exciting about how I do my eyebrows. So, I'm going to go in with this Glitter Girl glitter in GL68, and it's this black glitter. Move on to my face, and we're going to start with primers. The primer I'm going to put on is this RImmel Fix and Prevent Multi-Action Primer. The next one and the last one is a pore filler by NYX. So I'm going to rub it on, I'm going to pat it on. So the foundation I'm using is one of my favorites. It's the Covergirl Hello Gorgeous, Ready Set Gorgeous, and this is in the shade 120. After that's done, the next I'm going to go in with a concealer, and this is the Milani Retouch and Erase Light Lifting Concealer. I love this. I hate the packaging though, as you can tell. I hate these ball tip things. They're disgusting. You can't clean them. And then everything gets in the cap. That's my only problem with this product. Other than that, I really love the actual cream that's inside of it. I'm going to blend out one side at a time and then set it, because I crease very easily and I don't have time to be fudging around with no creasiness. I'm going to immediately set it with the CoverGirl Advanced, that's upside down, the CoverGirl Advanced Radiance Powder. I love this. Tati from Glam Guru, she posted about it a little while ago on one of her videos, so I'm trying it, and because Tati did it, I have to do it too. Running around town. I'm gonna use some of this damp beauty blender to take away some of the powderiness, if there is any, and really mesh that powder and liquid together so we're not looking cakey. I'm gonna use this Flower Beauty, I don't know what it is, it's a face powder. It's in this huge ass packaging and it's rather annoying. I've used it a couple times, I don't know how I feel about it yet. I do note that this sifter comes right off, and it like exploded on me, so I wasn't here it goes. I hate the packaging, so let's just start there. I hate the packaging, so we're gonna see how this works. I don't know. So I'm just tapping some into this, and make sure you hold the sifter because I found out the hard way. I'm gonna tap my brush in there and just kind of pat and swirl and see. I'm going to go for the lower lash line now. I'm going to use this pencil brush. I don't know where it came from. And I'm going to tap into that first transition shade we ever went into, which is that middle one right. And I'm going to drag this on the lower lash line. I'm going to use the same brush. I'm going to go back into that Smokey palette. I'm going to tap into this darker gray shade. And then using that same brush, I'm going to go into the black color, just like a little in the Kat Von D palette, and I'm going to work this on the outside. I'm going to come up and then down. So we're making like a C shape with our eyes to make sure that black is meeting each other and we do not have any empty area on the outside. Bam. I'm just going to rim the upper and the lower with a black eyeliner. I'm going to use that Bedlam Tools blender brush, and I'm going to take some of the product off, or at least make sure there's product off, and I'm just going to focus on this outside right here and right here because it needs to be blended a little bit more. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm going to do my lower lash line with this Wet n Wild Skinny Mascara. I just bought it, not sure how I feel about it. I feel like not enough product. I feel like it's too fibery, first of all. There's fibers in here. And I don't think enough product comes off of it. Yeah, it's just doesn't really give your lower lashes any like pop. They're very, very light. Definitely don't recommend this for the top ones. So I'm just going to go in with my favorite, which is the Toupe Pump Volumizer Mascara. It's my absolute favorite. I'm going to go ahead and pop on some eyelashes, and I'm going to finish up the eyes with the eyebrow bone and the inner corner highlight, and I'll be right back. So, the brow bone. I'm going to use this as a highlight as well today because I just bought it and I'm excited. It is the Smashbox and Casey Holmes, what is this? Spotlight palette in pearl. So it's the pearl one, not the gold, because I'm too pale for gold. I'm going to go with that lightest shade, which is Turn It On. I'm going to take a flat top brush. Okay, so I went a little crazy. Oops. And we're going to go in with that same color, and I'm going to pop this on the inner corner. We're just going to move on to the cheeks, I guess, and that's all that's left. I'm going to first start off with the Butter Bronzer by Foundation Formula. Next, I'm going to go into NARS Casino. This is the darker shade, and I know I'm crazy, right? I'm just going to take this slim brush that I used to set my powder, lightly go into this powder. I obviously love it. I never hear anybody talk about Casino. I love Casino. I've never tried Laguna, but I love Casino. And I'm just going to kind of contour a little bit with this. I don't really want a blush color for this look. Again, I'm kind of going super nude with everything else. I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Rosé Champagne Blush, but it's really just like this bronzing color. It's so pretty. And for highlight, I'm going to again go in with the Spotlight palette. I'm going to mix Turn It On and Crank It Up. These two. And I'm going to put that all on the cheekbone, and then because I really want some highlight, I'm going to put Below a Fuse, which is the more glittery one, and I'm going to put the very high top of my cheeks. Not everywhere, just the high tops. And then I'm just going to go boop boop on the nose, the same two colors. I'm sorry, I'm flipping you off. And boop boop on the upper lip, just to highlight that Cupid's bow. Crazy. So there is just with those two colors. And then I'm going to go with the more glittery shade. I'm just going to tap a little bit on here, and I'm going to smile. And I'm just going to put it right up here. This is where I want more of a pow. It's on the upper or on the highest point. So just a little bit, and just on the highest point, because it is glittery. And I think with the glitter, if you try to put the glitter on your cheeks, it might show a little bit more texture than you want. So I'm going to go in with MAC's Velvet Teddy. I clearly love this color. It is a nude. And then on top, because I do want more of like a glossy, I don't really want a matte look. This is a matte lipstick, so you could leave it like this, but I want gloss, so I'm going to use the Covergirl. This is the Queen collection, but they have this in the normal collection, I guess, like the not Queen collection. All it is the Colorlicious lip glosses. So this is the finished look. I'm really digging it. I normally don't use a lot of blacks on my eyes just because I feel like with brown eyes it can really take away from everything, I guess to say. I don't know, if you have blue eyes, I think smoky eyes look great on blue eyes just because you have blue eyes and it pops against the black. Brown and black kind of just muddle together, so try to stay away from a lot of black. But I'm really loving this. I think the glitter really picks up on, you know, the gold glitter makes it a little bit more girly, the gloss makes it girly, but you still don't feel super girly because you're wearing all black eyeshadow. And yeah, I don't know, I'm liking it, I'm digging it. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, you should, because I put out new videos like once a week, so subscribe. Anyways, if you want to see a review on the glitters that I wore, I will link it in the cards up below, above. One of these will have a card. I don't know which side it is. One of these will have a card so you can look at the review on these $1 glitters. Anyways, that's it for right now. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye!